Do good for others. It will come back in unexpected way. Hi Chandni views. Welcomes you all for the online class. Class 3 Subject Social. Unit 1 The Earth. Lesson 1 Topic Forms of the Earth. So, our Earth has an infinity variety of landforms like mountains, hills, plateaus, and plains are the four major types of landforms. A mountain is any natural elevation of the Earth's surface. So, this is the intro of our topic forms of the Earth. Let us see briefly about this topic. Let's start our class. The Earth. So, what you know about the Earth? Earth is a third planet from the Sun. Yes? Yes. About 29.2% of Earth's surface is land consisting of continents and islands. The remaining 70.8% is covered with water, mostly by oceans, seas, gulfs, and other saltwater bodies. Now let's see the conversation of Earth. Hi, my name is Earth. How are you, friends? Hope you are fine. You would have seen me in your textbooks. Did you see me anywhere? You would have seen me in your textbooks, right? Do you want to know about me? Okay, let me tell you. Before going to the subject, may I know the name of the school you are studying? Really? Are you studying in the Shantini View School? Do you know your school location? Your school is located in Chennai. Your school and your location is on me. Now, I'm going to teach you about the forms of the Earth. Now, let us discuss some of the points about the Earth. The Earth atmosphere consists mostly of nitrogen and oxygen. Earth's orbit around the Sun is about 365.25 days. So the Earth is the densest planet in the solar system and largest and most massive of the four rocky planets. Almost 8 billion humans live on the Earth and depend on its biosphere and natural resource for their survival. So this is some of the points about the Earth. Now, this is the Earth. We live in the Earth. We get all the necessary things. Yes, for living from the Earth. So, Earth is one of our home. Children, do you know the shape of the Earth? Let me tell you. The Earth is round in shape. So now, let me see who found the Earth is round in shape. Yes? Long ago, people trusted the Earth is flat. Magellan, the sailor, sailed around the Earth and found that the Earth is round. So his name is Eratosthenes. How to pronounce? Eratosthenes. So who the person found the Earth, the Earth's shape. So let's know about him. Under the assumption that the Sun is very far away, the ancient Greek geographer Eratosthenes performed an experiment using the difference in the observed angle of the Sun from the two different locations to calculate the circumference of the Earth. Then Eratosthenes Then measure the angle of the shadow east by the stick at noon. On the summer in Alexandria and found it made an angle of about 7.2 degree or about 1 by 50 of complete circle. Then he realized that if he knew the distance from the Alexandria to Syene, he could easily calculate the circumference of the earth. Likewise, our Eratosthenes found the earth is round in shape. Next, children, who found the earth is round? How many percentage does the earth is covered with the water and the land? Our earth has 71 percentage of water and 29 percentage of land in it. Earth have so much of water in it, that's why we call the earth as the blue planet. So, why we call our earth as a blue planet? So, planet earth has been called the blue planet due to the abundant water on its surface. So, we are saying that it is a blue planet. Here on earth, we take liquid water for granted. After all, our bodies are mostly made up of water. So, however, the liquid water is a rare commodity in our solar system. That's why we are calling the earth as our blue planet. Today, we are going to learn about the landforms of the earth. Yes. There are so many landforms. We will see them one by one. Are you ready to listen, children? Yes. Landforms. The surface of the earth is collaboration of the various physical features. These natural physical features on the earth's surface called as landforms. Landforms are defined as the natural physical features found on the surface of the earth created as a result of various forces of nature such as wind, water, ice and movement of the tectonic plates. There are many types of landforms on the earth's surface. Following are some of the common type of landforms and their characteristics. So, my dear children, overall concept of the landforms is a landform is a natural or artificial feature of the solid surface of the earth, right? Or other planetary body. Landforms. So landforms together make up a given terrain and their arrangement in the landscape is known as topography. Kindly note it. Landforms together make up a given terrain and the arrangement in the landscape is known as topography. So, the landforms include the hills, mountains, plateaus, canyons and valleys as well as shoreline features such as bays, peninsula and seas, including submerged features such as mid-ocean ridges, volcanoes and the great ocean basins. Next, we shall see about the continents. The earth which contains larger land areas are called continents. There are 7 continents in our earth. They are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. So, the continent is one of the several large landmasses generally identified by the convention rather than any strict criteria. Up to the 7 geographical regions are commonly regarded as continents. So, ordered from the largest in area to smallest, then 7 regions are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. So in this map you can able to see clearly what are the places, 7 regions: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia have placed it clearly in this map. You can able to see North America and South America where it is placed. Now, can anyone list out the continents? Very good. Now we will move on to the other landforms in me. Plains. Plains. These are the areas of the land surface which are level and even. Plains are one of the major landforms on the earth. Plains occur as lowlands along valleys or at the base of the mountains as coastal plains and as plateaus. Plains in many areas are important for agriculture. So overall, what is about the plains? So plains are one of the most major landforms on the earth, where they are present in all the continents and cover more than 1/3 of the world land area. So, my dear children, plains can be formed from the flowing lava, from the deposition of sediment by water, ice or wind, or formed by the erosion by the agents from hills and mountains. Then, plains in many areas are important for agriculture because where the soils were deposited as sediments, they may be deep and fertilized, and the flatness of fertility of crop protection, or because they support the grasslands which provide the good grazing for livestock. So this is all about the main concept of plains. Next we shall move for plateaus. A plateau is a flat, elevated landform that rises sharply above the surrounding area on at least one side. Plateaus occur on every continent and take up 1/3 of the Earth's land. They are one of the 4 major landforms along with mountains, plains, and hills. These are the highlands which rise above the surrounding area. They are also called tablelands. It's cover 45% of Earth's surface. Now let us see overall about the plateaus. So plateaus, also called high plain or a tableland, is an area of a highland consisting of flat terrain that is rise sharply above the surroundings area on at least one side. Often one or more sides have deep hills. So we can see the formation of plateaus. A plateau is formed by a number of processes. Okay, so plateaus formed by the number of processes including upwelling of volcano magma, extraction of lava, and erosion by water and galaxies. So that's all about the plateaus. So and also it's cover 45% of Earth's surface. Next, we shall see about the deserts. The place which are sandy plains with the little rainfall are called desert. Deserts are the driest place on the earth. Around 20% of the earth is covered with the sand. A desert is a place where almost no rain falls. Some deserts have huge areas of sand or flat and stony ground, while others have rocky hills and mountains. Now let's see overall about the deserts. Desert is a barren area of landscape where little precipitation occurs and consequently living conditions for plant and animal life. Then this also includes much of the polar region where little precipitation occurs and which sometimes called the polar deserts or cold deserts. Plants and animals living in the desert, whether you all know, yes, plants and animals living in the desert need special adaptation to survive in the harsh environment. So some minerals extraction also take place in the deserts, and uninterrupted sunlight gives potential for the capture of large quantities of solar energy. So that's all about the deserts. Next, valley. A low and even land between the hills and mountains is called valley. A valley is a lower part in the land and sits between the two larger parts, which might be hills or mountains. A valley is made deeper by a stream of water or a river as it flows from the high land to the lower land and into a lake or a sea. Some valleys are made by galaxy, which are slow moving rivers of ice. Now, let's see overall view of valley. So, a valley is an elongated low area often running between the hills or mountains. So, valleys often running between the hills and mountains, which will typically contain a river or a stream running from one end to the other. Most valleys are formed by the erosion of the land surface by rivers or streams over a very long period of time. So this is all about the valley. Next we shall see about the hills. The place where the land rises steeply. Steeply means sharp. The mountain will be sharp and forms high peaks or called hills. A hill is a piece of land that rises higher than the everything surrounding it. It looks like a little bump in the earth since they are higher than the everything around them. Hills are good places to get the nice view. Hills are easier to climb than mountains. So overall about the hills is a hill is a landform that extends from the surrounding terrain. So since they are higher than everything around them, so hills are easier to climb than mountains. So that's all about the hills. Now we shall move for mountains. Group of hills which rise quite high and form peaks are called mountains. A mountain is the elevated portion of Earth's crust and generally with the steep sides that show significant exposed bedrock. Then, a mountain differs from the plateau in having a limited summit area and is larger than a hill, typically rising at least 300 meters, that is 1000 feet, above the surrounding land. So, the mountain defined as a natural elevation of the earth's surface rising more or less abruptly from the surroundings level. Relativity to the adjacent elevation is impressive or notable. So that's all about the mountains. I hope you all got it right. Yes. Can anyone tell me the difference between a hill and a mountain? Let us see. Let me tell you. Hill and mountains. A natural landform that extends above the surrounding terrain. Then in mountain, a large natural landform that extends above the surrounding terrain, usually forming a peak. Next, less than 984 to 1968 feet. In hill, in mountain, higher than the 1968 feet. In hill, less steep. In mountain, steeper. comparatively easier to climb. In hill, we can easy to climb. In mountain, climbing a mountain is harder and more challenging. Yes, this is all difference between the hill and the mountain. Everyone understood very well. Good. Shall we move to the next topic? Peninsula. A piece of land covered by the water on three sides is called peninsula. So, we shall see about the peninsula. A peninsula is a landform surrounded by the water on most of its border, while being connected to the mainland from which it extends. Then, the surrounding water is usually understood to be continuous, though not necessarily named as a body of water. So, this is all about the peninsula. Next, we shall see Iceland. An island is a piece of land which is covered by the water on all sides. So, islands are smaller than the continents, and in islands we having the two main type of islands. So, continental and oceanic islands are there. So, they are also called the artificial islands, which are man-made. So, this is all about the Iceland. Next, delta. The land between the channels of rivers is called delta. It is usually in triangle shape. So, what is called delta? A delta is a triangular area where a major river divides into the several and smaller parts, so that usually flow into the larger body of water. So, this is all about the delta, and the river delta is a landform created by the deposition of sediment that is carried by a river as the flow leaves its mouth and enter into the slower moving water. So, this is all about the delta. Next, we shall move for host. The land which borders or touched a sea is called host. We have finished the landforms, right? Yes. Did you know about all the landforms what we have learned now? I hope. So, did you understand, children? Do you have any doubt? Now we are going to learn about the water forms of the earth. Water forms. Water occupies 71% of the Earth's total surface area. Water is found in lakes, rivers, oceans, and etc. Children, name the water bodies. Now we are going to know about water forms of the Earth one by one. Streams. The snow melts and flows down from the snow-capped mountains to form a stream. So this is a stream. How beautiful to see, right? Snow melts and flows down from the snow-capped mountains to form a stream. Next, river. A river is formed when some streams join and flow down. The river flows along the land and joins the sea. So this is all about the river. Waterfall. A stream or a river that flows down a hill forms a waterfall. So waterfall flows from the hill. So that's all about the waterfall. Next, sea. A large water bodies or the surface of the earth is called a sea. So sea is large water body on the surface of the earth. So this is called as a sea. Bay. A part of the sea which is covered by the land on three sides is called bay. Ocean. A very large water body just like the sea is called ocean. Is similar to the sea. So a very large water body just like a sea is called the ocean. The five major oceans of the earth are Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean and the Antarctic Ocean. We all know ocean we have five major oceans of the earth: Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and the Antarctic Ocean. Continents, and also seven continents of the earth are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Now you can able to see the oceans: Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and Indian Ocean, right? Yes. Do you have any doubts? Hope you all understood the forms of the earth. Yes? Okay, children. See you again in the next class. Take care. Bye. Thank you.